old house stood against the starlit sky like something that had been waiting. Its blackened windows stared blindly over the empty road, and the broken attic pane gaped like a hollow eye socket. From that wound in the roof, a faint light flickered, weak, pulsing, breathing. The townspeople never looked at it for long. They said the light wasn't always there, only when it wanted someone. Ben told himself he didn't believe in small-town superstitions. But as dusk bled into night, he felt the pull. Not curiosity, recognition. The porch sagged under his weight. His flashlight trembled across warped boards and peeling paint that hung like strips of dead skin. The front door creaked open before he fully pushed it, as if it had been expecting him. Inside, the air was thick with rot and silence. Dust drifted in the beam of his light like ash from a long-dead fire. Dark stains crawled across the wallpaper, shapes that almost looked like hands pressed desperately outward. Watching, waiting. Above him, the attic light pulsed. Once, twice. Slow.
Patient.
Like a heartbeat syncing with his own. The stairs groaned with each step. The temperature dropped sharply, frosting his breath in the dark. By the time he reached the attic door, his heart was pounding so hard it drowned out every rational thought. The light exploded into brilliance as he stepped inside. At the far end of the attic sat an ancient trunk. Brass corners, rusted lock, splintered wood. The light wasn't above it. It was coming from inside it. "Come closer." The whisper slid into his ears without sound. It wasn't heard. It was remembered. Ben moved forward despite himself. The air thickened, pressing against his lungs. The glow shifted, swirling, and within it, faces formed. Dozens, eyes wide, mouths stretched in silent screams. Not strangers. Familiar, people from missing posters, newspaper clippings. Faces he'd walked past in town without realizing they were gone. The trunk burst open. The light turned violent, splintering into white tendrils that lashed around his wrists and ankles. The cold was unbearable, seeping into his bones, freezing thought itself. "Stay with us." Their voices layered over one another in a mournful chorus. The tendrils pulled. The inside of the trunk wasn't wood, it was depth. Endless and black and writhing with reaching hands. Ben screamed, but the house swallowed the sound whole. With his last ounce of strength, his hand found the silver locket at his throat. His mother's. Warm, real. He pressed it forward. For a fraction of a second, the faces inside the light shifted. Not angry. Hungry. The attic detonated in blinding white. Silence followed. The next morning, townsfolk found Ben standing in front of the house. The attic window was dark again. He was upright, unmoving.